Once you're used to these type of questions, the questions in this particular test should not take you a lot of time. Each question should not take you more than 30 seconds to solve. Let's see how we'll go about it. So the first question, we want to find the domain of the given expression. The only restriction we have here is that there is a minus x under the root sign. So the number under the root sign cannot be negative. So minus x needs to be greater than 0, which means x will be between minus infinity and 0, including 0, because 0 can be there within the root sign. But plus we cannot have the denominator as 0. So we'll exclude 2 and 4 from the set. But as you can see here, the set is between minus infinity and 0. So 2 and 4 are anyway not a part of this set. So you do not need this. In fact, this would be wrong. The answer would be minus infinity to 0. So what we ensured here is that anything within the root sign cannot be negative. And we ensured that anything in the denominator cannot be equal to 0. So based on these two conditions, we have identified the domain. And we'll use similar stuff in other questions. So here, fx is 2x plus 1 to raise to the power 1 by 3. There is no restriction on what values x can take. It can also be negative, and hence x can vary from minus infinity to plus infinity. You can also write infinity as this symbol. So I'm just writing it here in case you come across it. So this can be from minus infinity to plus infinity. Here we have been given the value of fx, and we have to calculate the value of fx plus f1 minus x. So let's calculate f1 minus x first. So this is the calculation of f1 minus x. And we have just substituted 1 minus x in place of x. And when you simplify, you will get 2 by 2 plus 4 to the power x. So from here, you can see that when you add fx plus f1 minus x, the answer would be 1. We have to find the sum of the expression provided given the condition that fx plus f1 minus x is equal to 1, or fx is equal to 1 minus f1 minus x. So it's easy to get confused here, but once you have done this question, you should be able to do similar questions in the future, and that's why it's very important to do the question that you do properly. So let's see how we'll do this. We know fx plus f1 minus x is equal to 1, which means f1 by 999 plus f998 by 999 is equal to 1. And similarly, 2 by 999 plus 997 by 999 is equal to 1. And you can keep progressing till you reach f whatever comes in between. So it will be f499 by 999 plus f500 by 999. And this will be equal to 1. And if you sum all these, you would have covered all the elements in that series. So the total sum will be 499, because you are doing it 499 times, or the total number of terms divided by 2. So 998 by 2, 499. And this question is a relatively straightforward one, as similar to the one we did earlier. We have been given an expression. We need to find the domain of this expression. And the only restriction which we need to have here is that the denominator cannot be equal to 0, because division of 0 is not defined. And thus we get x is an element of minus infinity to infinity, except for the two terms which will make that expression 0, which is x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to 4. So we exclude those terms. Thanks a lot.